Hola mi gente, hola mis amores. Welcome back to the channel. Bienvenidos a nuestro canal. And in this video, as you can see by the title, you know what we're gonna be doing. We are starting our back to school series for 2020. We will be starting the series talking about how our freshman year at college went. If you guys are wondering where our shirts came from, we will be linking down this small business down below, and we're genuinely wearing it because we like it. We're not ambassadors, not really, we're not sponsored, nothing. We just really like this brand, and we're wearing it, because it was kind of cold today, even though it's summer. We do not make any commission or anything off of this. We just genuinely want to help our girl Maya out, even though we don't know her. We just really want to help her small business. We're going to put a screen with all of the questions we are going to be answering in this video. So very quickly, go down below and put any other questions that you have so then we can put it part of this whole back to school 2020 series. We're going to be dividing up our freshman year at college into two parts, our two major semesters, which is the fall and spring. And we also are going to talk about what we're doing, what we did, and what we're doing during our breaks. Okay, so my first semester in college was pretty good. It was just different because I'm just like I was so used to going to like my high school because I went there 4 years. So I was used to after summer just like seeing my friends again and like maybe making one or two friends here and there. But then like college, it like kind of hit me. I didn't understand that I graduated high school until I stepped into my first college class. It's just like I just like, this is it. Like people made it seem like after high school your life is over. And like this was a really good experience. My first semester, I was really on my game, like academically and stuff. I got to meet so many people. I got to be part of a club for a while, and which is ASOS, ASEZ. That's the thing I was part of in my first semester of college. I got to meet so many like people, like acquaintances, even though I didn't get close to many people. I got to try like the food at campus. It was bomb. I'm really trying to think of more stuff in the first semester of college.
The sushi.
In my first semester of college, I've had a lot of ups and downs. I remember at some point I was like failing some of my stuff. Like even though I'm a good student, I mean like at times I feel like I was failing myself. I feel like overall in the first semester it was a hard, kind of weird transition. It was really cool though. I feel like everything was just so new, and I felt like I was prepared enough for college. But I feel like the first semester in college really taught me what it meant to be in college and how to prepare myself for all the things that life throws at you while you're there. Yeah. For me, in my college experience, I just feel like nothing can prepare you for college than college. Like there's no way to put it, but it really depends the feel of your college. We went to kind of like a small kind of college. Like there's only like 10,000 students or so it was pretty small, but I really like the sense of community that it is there. And that's what I really learned about college. It's just like you can say like your opinion and no one will be like your opinion is wrong. But it's just because like it was generally the first time I live in New York, and there's so much people of different backgrounds, ethnicities, but during college it's so different because you like kind of interchange these experiences and you learn, I guess, with that lens that life has given you, and it's so wonderful. I was able to make not so many friends. I only made about 3 friends, but what I learned from them is just so many things through their life. They're able to teach me. And I remember that first semester we basically taught each other because we were in this huge lecture hall, maybe like I guess maybe 600 700 people. It was a huge room, and a lot of people dropped out like out of the class, never showed up because that class, it wasn't really a requirement, but it was just really a cool experience. I was able to experience a big lecture hall and also a smaller classroom. Basically my fall semester went really well. I got a pretty decent GPA, but it was the first time I didn't get straight A's, which hit me so hard because I used to get A's like nothing, and I was out here struggling for a B plus. Even though thankful. I thank God, I thank my friends and teachers, but still, like, I had to work so hard to get those grades. But it was just an amazing experiencing college. I was stressed out for a while, but I really thank also. I'm part of 2 programs, one for financial, I guess, support. I don't know. And then there's one that's academically driven because we're both in the STEM field. So they really have helped me. And I don't know what I would have been without my mentors from school, because they genuinely helped me through that fall semester. Because I was like, if this is it, I'm going to drop out. I remember telling my mom, I'm going to drop out. And she's like, no, you're going to finish. And then it was so stupid. But I was able to make it, and that was how my fall semester went. So the next part that we're going to be talking about that is part of our college experience was in between semesters. For me, oh my god, I'm going to talk about me first since I'm saying the question things. But in between semesters, I kind of at first didn't know what to do with my time. Like, I know that sounds really dumb, but like, you go from like having this like persistent schedule. Like, for me, I went to school from Monday to Thursday, and like most days my day was done by 1 or 2 o'clock. So then Monday to Thursday, okay, I had that. Friday to Saturday, I was working, whatever. And so like, I just went from having this like clear-cut schedule to like nothing. And it's just like, I don't know if my sister experienced the same thing. She cannot. But like, I mean, like, I went through that. And like, I didn't know how to really do that, like organize my time. But for me, luckily, I kind of had like a little kind of internship thing. Like, it was a program to help us prepare to like apply for internships, fellowships, and things like that, and scholarships, of course. So like, I feel like I got my schedule back kind of in between semesters. But like, it was a insane thing because you end off the semester with finals week. And have you ever seen like the things that they talk about finals week? A lot of people experience it. For me, I kind of didn't, because I was studying way before the finals week. I wasn't. I studied before finals week, so when finals week came, I just did light studying, and then I would relax by watching like some shows and things like that. So like, I felt like I was ready, even though like I wasn't fully ready. But so then like after December to like, I think February, at the end of January is when like our semester picked up again. So you have a whole month. Like, I'm sorry, like I should have explained that. You have like a whole month that you have like nothing to do. You have to fill your time with what you want, and obviously sleep is the most essential thing. You don't want to be sleep deprived. So during that break, I had that program that was about 5 days a week, but I only went to 4 of them. And then,
but you only went to like the afternoon session.
Yeah, I only went to afternoon sessions. In the morning I would work. So I would work for 6 days a week during my break. Wow, that was a lot of days. I would work 6 times a week, and then I would go to like the program thing about four times a week, 5 if I was feeling really good about it. And then that program was only for 2 weeks, and then the other 2 weeks left in that like little break that we had, I just used it to sleep. Like, I would work 3 times a week, and then I would like sleep 4 days of the week, like relax and stuff like that, and then prepare for the next semester.
So for my experience of the kind of winter break, it was very stressful. I'm gonna be honest with you. It was stressful because, again, I mentioned that program that I'm gonna just call it a STEM program because I don't want to like put people in danger or anything like that. But in that program, essentially they had like 2 sessions. They had a morning session, which was kind of like a boot camp for like calculus, which was the course I took in spring, although I failed it. I took it. And it was kind of preparing me for the course. But there was like a little break, like a lunch break. I went like on walks and whatever because, skinny legend here, whatever. So I went on walks. But then there was like this, the afternoon session was the part she was mentioning, the the internship kind of boot camp type thing. So that was very stressful for me because I had also worked a job. I don't think we've mentioned that. We no longer work. So that's just something we're going to put out there. So it was just stressful because I would go to that for 4 times a week, and then I would work like full days twice a day. Yeah, it was crazy. Like, it was too much for me because I also had church services Tuesday, Friday, and Sunday, and sometimes we had Saturday services. So it was just so much work for me. And I remember, like, Liz Mary, she would go at the afternoon, we would come together and commute back home because we are commuting students. I remember, like, so many times I would fall asleep on the bus because of how sleep deprived I was. Because when I came home, additionally to those boot camps, you had to practice at home. Because they were, like, we were basically in calculus, we passed through the first half of a whole semester, and that's only 4 weeks. So it was insane amount of work. And then the internship, I was just sleeping everywhere, and I try to be focused for church and stuff because I'm the secretary of the youth for the youth leader at my church. So it was just a lot of stuff. And I also not work with other ministries, but there's also other things I was working on. Because if you guys remember, it's a series we had, my singing competition experience, the MSCE. Thank you, the MSCE series. And I was also, at that same time, I was preparing for the singing competition. So I literally would come home, like, almost falling asleep. I would eat, I would practice singing for 3 hours, and then I would go on to practice for internships and then to the math. So it was insane. Like, I don't know how I did that. I would never do that again. Thank God I do not work anymore because it was just too much. And then I would have to work like 9 to 5 essentially, and I can absolutely tell you guys, I am not a 9 to 5 person. I was cranky all this. You can ask her. I was cranky when I woke up. Like, I did not want to commute. It was a break. It was so cold outside, and I would have to be on the bus or my mom would have to take me, and it was so cold. It was not well. We had a terrible winter break, and I had 5 days to just basically catch up on sleep. I did not rest up for my break, to say the least.
I had a more chill experience. The second semester in college, it hit. Like, it just hit me, right? I can't even explain it in other words. Like, the first semester, I said, right, it was just pretty good. It was, like, really, new experiences. And, like, second semester, I thought I had it together. And then, like, college and amongst other things proved to me I was completely wrong. I was just completely wrong. So second semester, I kind of switched up my schedule. And what I did, not that I regret it because, no regrets out here. But no regrets. I'm thankful for that experience because it showed me how much I couldn't do that. But, like, I went to school 3 times a week, which I was kind of planning of doing that anyways, because 3 times a week I feel like it's better. I feel like then I can just have other time to study. That was what I planned. But, like, I was trying to... One thing that I did kind of wrong in the second semester is that when I was planning my schedule, I kind of put work first, if that makes sense. Like, I did it around my work hours instead of putting my work hours around school. And I feel like that's hard, especially not because, like, I really need the money, like, per se, because, like, even if I wouldn't work, I would be sustained and stuff like that. But I felt like I wanted to make money to help out, like, my parents, and also just for certain things that I needed to buy for myself, that I felt like, I'm old enough, I should be doing this stuff for myself. I shouldn't just be depending on someone like that. That's the only reason why I did it. So I felt like I was doing that I put it around my work hours, and I feel like that was, like, really dumb, because either way I would put things around my school schedule anyways, which made more sense. But I don't know, I did that at the beginning. It was the hardest semester for me because, of this whole situation that we had to do social distance learning. That's the name, distance learning. So it's because of, you know, the coronavirus and stuff like that. We did kind of half of our semester at home and then half at school. And for me, it's not that I'm a person that can't work online, but it's just like I didn't come to college with like having my life together kind of thing, like having a schedule. Like I put myself on the schedule. I was so used to, you know, school gives me the schedule, then I worked everything else around it. But in the second semester I kind of learned that it's the other way around, that I should have that mental schedule no matter what. Like the hardest part of the second semester was the transition to like distance learning because of laptops, computers, you know, at home. Yeah, I felt like that was the hardest part, and I feel like I really liked the second semester a lot more in certain aspects because I got to make some more friends, kind of helped me through. I haven't talked to them in a while just because I give them distance, because a lot of the friends that I had, they have been very badly affected by the whole coronavirus outbreaks that were going on, and I just personally didn't want to butt in their lives like that. But I made like a lot more friends. Like I got to work with them like on homework. We were like stressed together. I really enjoyed the second semester for that, because online made it so much easier for me to just call them on the phone, email them, and for us to talk to like through Zoom or something like that. It was really nice. I enjoyed that part. The second semester, you know, kind of taught me, I guess, like, you know, so many things, but I just really thankful for that. And I realized since in the next semester that's coming up, everything's gonna be distance learning, I feel like I'm better prepared, and now I have a more strict schedule when it comes to myself. Yeah. I'm sorry, I talked a lot.
No, it's fine. Well, from my experience, it was completely the opposite of my sister. Again, I don't know why that happens, but it did. For this semester, I started off, you know, I thought like, yeah, I can do this. Like the first semester was nothing, and I kind of had a perspective like the professors were going to be as lenient, but a lot of the courses that I took, like it was the first time I had like people that were no longer freshmen in my course. I mean, there was a lot more, you know, there was freshmen there, but there was like people at other levels at college, or, you know, different credit levels.
Like people at their like last
semester. It was just surprising. So like in my first semester, a lot of my professors were lenient. A lot of them I handed in homework late, I'm gonna be honest, homework late and stuff, and just, yeah, I was not disciplined, my people. So basically these professors had strict deadlines. Like this one professor, I sent it to her like, I believe like maybe half an hour later, and she like didn't accept it, and it was just crazy. Like to our last topic is, what is our most profound lesson? Well, what is the most profound lesson we've learned during college? I'll start. I guess, well, I have to think about it. But one of the most profound lessons is that if something's for you, you'll know. And I guess that was something I had trouble realizing, like kind of dealing with, like, where do I want to go with profession? And it's that you're not gonna know right away, but you're gonna notice a tendency to go into one field. I would say be comfortable, and no, that sounds so cliche, but be comfortable with change. Like, although your mind and your heart is set on being a doctor or being a lawyer or, you know, other things in professions, just be open. Like, yes, you want to do that, but also don't deny yourself of the other things that you like to do. Like for me, I really, at the beginning of my semester, I really wanted to be a doctor, but then I really closed myself off that. I really wanted to venture out into like business and also venture out into music. So I really had stopped myself for allowing myself to go through that change. And also, yeah, the other most profound lesson is that People are literally the most important thing. Like in terms of like profession, everything. That yes, we're working hard because we want these materialistic things, but people are the most important things. The connections that you make at college, university, they're very important because now these people will become your friends. Although you guys have just that one class together, it's a different type of level of friendship, and you get to meet so much people and you learn so much through your professors. Not about, like, I'm not talking about the course. Outside of the course, you learn so much things just in your commute and through the things you learn through the other people's life experience that help you see things in a different way. So those are my most profound learning lessons, and how I really love my friends that I met. And although it's really crazy how close I was to them, well, I am to them, and I've only known them for a year, and it's crazy, I've known them more, well, deeply than people I've known my whole life. Like, these people I can actually open up to because they understand. And yeah, I just realized that people are, the reason why you want to do anything is because you want to help impact someone else. Even if you're shy or whatever, we're in this kind of community where we're all social beings. So the most profound lesson or lessons that I've learned in college is to not compromise like yourself nor your character for the temporary things, because I feel like that's something that I learned, not because I wanted to change myself in college, no way, shape or form I wanted to do that, but I mean that I realized just out of the things I had been seeing, many people would, I know that we kind of do code switching when you're going from one space to another, but I mean, like, as a whole, like, I've seen a lot of people just lose who they are in college, or not even because of college, but just other stuff that going on outside of school and stuff. And I just feel something that really held on tight for me, that I was proud of myself, was kind of just maintaining who I was no matter the circumstance, even though I would switch like maybe my vocabulary, but just always having that root of like myself, who I am as a person. And I feel like that has helped in college, just like, not even just college, just life in general. The thing else that I learned in college is that kind of you get to learn who you are as a person, and that sounds really dumb because they always tell you that, but I mean, as a person, as in your strengths and weaknesses, and you get to see much more of yourself, and you can see where your faults are, and like you realize how, even though like we know we're imperfect, it kind of just shows you how imperfect you are. And I feel like there's a kind of a beauty in that imperfectness within myself and within others that I've noticed. And so like that, I feel like those are the biggest lessons I've learned. And also, out of like just people I've seen, like the most important lessons that they've taught me is just like kind of like stress. Like, it's not like just stress, but it's like how you deal with it. And I've seen like so many people that I know how they deal with stress. It's very fun. Like, it's like funny for like the way some people react to things is funny, and it's also like at the same time like it's just like seeing the different ways people deal with stress. Like some people just watch shows, some people like immerse themselves even more into what makes them stress. There's people who like basically drop out and you don't see them for weeks. Like, it's just like the ways that people deal with it with stress really interests me for some reason. Yeah, college has taught me is it really does show like not who you are, but it makes you realize how you cope with things. And it makes you also realize the things that make you uncomfortable. Like for me, I have no I'm the type like a person, like I guess I'm pretty outgoing compared to when I was younger, but it's just how I was uncomfortable with getting things wrong, which I never had a problem with public speaking, but like in a math class I never raised my hand. Like, that's just the one class that really bothered me, and I realized that I had to confront myself from like failing. Like, that was the thing I was scared of. I mean, it's different for everyone, but it really shows you what makes you uncomfortable. And like, I don't know, there's people like people I've met that really helped me go through it and really confront that fear, because I can't just wait off till tomorrow. Like, if I can do it now, why not? So yeah.
Okay guys, so you have made it to this part of the video. In the description box, we are going to leave just all the links that you will need to the clothes that we're wearing, this crew neck and that hoodie. We will also leave our Instagrams, our personal ones and our YouTube ones. If you want to also check out our Poshmark shop, you know, we sell some things there and really support us. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to be part of like this squad, this kind of family that we're starting out over here. We are so thankful to now 87 of you guys that are here on our YouTube channel. It's really crazy how we've been growing, but until the next video, it is so awesome to see you guys once again. Bye mi gente, bye mis amores.